Okay, so children, your exam is coming already, so I need you to fully focus, all right, on your paper and try to score what? At least a what? At least a B3 can? At least a B3. All right, if you can, go for a A1, but at least a B3 will be actually quite good already for a Sec 1. All right, remember I told you the theme of the year? The theme of the year is to give math a chance. Right? Many of you are so frightened in your primary 6 PSLE math, right? Crazy paper. All right. But in Sec 1, right, I told you to give math a chance, and many of you are actually adapting to it. All right. So good job. Good job. So at the end of the year, if you can aim for a B3, it will be very good already. Anything above that is a bonus. All right. So please try to aim for a good score. At least when your foundation is strong, Sec 3 and Sec 4 will be easier. All right. That is why I'm here. I'm here to build your foundation for Sec 1, Sec 2. And next year, just to let you know, next year, Sec 2, I'm still the one teaching, right? I'm still with 88 Tuition. My contract has been renewed, all right? I'll be still with 88 Tuition. All right, so if you are attending Sec 2 class for math, you'll be seeing me again, okay? Just to inform you, okay? Okay, and now let's go into our lesson proper. Wow, I spent 9 minutes talking about myself. Woohoo! It feels good. Da 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 da. Oh, sorry. All right, so children. So this question, right, is actually from the last week's worksheet. All right, last week number 35 worksheet. I didn't manage to finish question 10 and question 11. Let me finish question 10 and 11 first before going into this week's worksheet number 36. All right, and in worksheet number 36, I saw 3% attempted the worksheet. Good job, Heidi, Sito, and Om. Very good. Right, at least you all participate in the worksheet. You all, I can see which question you got it wrong, which question you got it right, and all this. Good job. All right, so children, without further ado, let's go into question number 10 from last week worksheet. Okay, so children, this type of question, right, I guarantee you, sure come out for your exam one. Surely, right, 100%. If never come out, you can come and find me. Right, but surely will come out for your exam one. All right, is to make what? Two fraction into a single fraction. Is to make two fraction into a single fraction. Okay? Children, remember my first step. All right, is to bracketize this portion. Bracketize. Wow. This word is from mathematics, Mr. Bern Ong only. Bracketize. All right, they are considered together one. So please bracketize them. Like that. All right. And children, please remember one thing. This minus is a very dangerous sign. Right? Minus is a PIA. I told you this before, right? Pain in the, you all know where lah, huh? Right? PIA, pain in the, down there lah, huh? So minus is a very dangerous sign. So beware about it. Beware about it. Are you ready? Okay, come. So my first step is to immediately combine them into a single fraction. Immediately combine already. Don't wait already. Don't do them separately, children. Don't do them separately. Just listen to me and do it my way. Okay? So 8 and 3 LCM, 8, 16, 24. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. So down here must times 8. Down here must times 8. Why? Equivalent fraction. Down here must times 3. Down here must times 3. Why? Equivalent fraction. So that the denominator is 24. All right, 8 times 3, 24. So what do you do now? Children, I need you to write out exactly what you see. Write out exactly what you see. Don't deviate. Just write out exactly what you see. All right. Many of you are doing the working in your head. And when something distracts you, you tend to make a lot of careless mistakes after that. So write it out. When you write it out, your eyes can see. When your eyes can see, you'll be able to do it without any carelessness. Can you see that? You write out exactly what is on top down here. Now you do your expansion. Children, remember when you do expansion, 8 must times here. Your 8 also must times this one. Don't forget that. And please remember one thing. This minus belongs to 3. So you read it as minus 3 times y is minus 3y. Minus 3 times positive 3y. Minus times plus minus 3 times 3, 9. X is down here. Many of your friends will make the mistake down here. Many of your friends will make the mistake down here. This is a high mistake area. All right, this is a high mistake area. All right, your friend will put a plus. But because I told you that minus is a dangerous sign, you will tend to become more careful. So minus 3 times y, minus 3y. Minus 3 times positive 3, minus 9x. So please be very careful about this minus sign down here, right? The front part you expand as normal. 8 times negative 5x is negative 40x. 8 times 3y is positive 24y. All right, and the minus will be incorporated in already over 24. The last step is to simplify. What's the meaning of simplifying? You put all the same family members together. All right, you put the same family members together. Minus 40x minus 9x. You owe me 40, you owe me 9, you owe me 49. 24 yo-yo minus 3 yo-yo, you have 21 yo-yo over 24. And this is called a single fraction and is the correct answer. And children, when in doubt, press your calculator. In secondary school, right, final year examination, usually paper 1, paper 2, both paper can press calculator. So just press your calculator. All right, things like minus 40, minus 9, press your calculator. You don't want to make any mistakes here. All right, things like 24 minus 3, just press. All right, it doesn't take you a lot of time. So just press your calculator, all will be good. Can? So that's the answer. The presentation is perfectly okay. But I want to put the y in front, okay? If you present your answer like that, minus 49x, no problem. This is also okay. Some of you like to have the positive in front, no problem. But please remember that the negative belongs to 49. All right, so wherever you bring it, it must follow. The negative sign must follow. All right, so either or is the correct answer. Let's look at part B. Same thing. They want it as a single fraction. What do you do? First step, bracketize. Hey, but down here, they all bracketize for you already. Good job. Second step, immediately combine them into a single fraction. 2 and 5 is a 10. 2 and 5 is a 10. Down here times 5 to give you a 10. On top times 5, equivalent fraction. Down here times 2 to give you a 10. On top times 2, equivalent fraction. At this moment, right, you can actually do something. Look at here. The 5 can times 3 first. Do it. 15. The 2 can times 4 first. Do it. And the rest, just copy as you see. X plus 1, X minus 1. And whoa, this is a positive sign. It's a very safety sign. No problem. I love positive. Right, that is the first what? That is the first rule of BT1. Did I tell you this before? BT1? Right, BT1, right? This B, right, stands for Burn's theory number 1. All right, Burn is a what? You know who is Burn or not? Burn is a very famous Singaporean mathematician. Very famous one, haven't died yet. Still alive and talking. All right, so BT1 must know who is Burn. Right, so BT1 say what? BT1 tells you to stay positive. You know that? Right, slowly over the years, right, you will understand more about BT. Right, the first BT1, the first theory is to stay positive because positive is good, right? It will be less dangerous than negative. And stay positive also means you have to try to stay happy. All right, because once you are happy when doing math, right, you feel good. You keep getting good grades. You keep getting the good correct answers, right? You feel so good, you know. You start to love math. You will fall in love with math. All right. Okay, anyway. So down here, what you do? Same. You do your expansion. 15 times x, 15x. 15 times 1, 15. 8 times x plus 8x. Positive 8 times negative 1, negative 8. Over 10. Do your simplification. 15x plus 8x. Press your calculator. 15x plus 8x is 23x. 15 minus 8, press your calculator, is a 7. Over 10, this is what you call a single fraction. And that's the correct answer. And children, those of you who are here from day 1, look at my steps. Is it exactly the same thing? I'm doing it exactly the same thing I taught you. Why? Because it works. And mathematics is a systematic approach. If you get your system correct, every time you do, every time you get correct. So follow the system, nothing will go wrong. Trust me. Right? That is the one thing I love about mathematics. Once your system, right, the steps are correct, right, it's very hard to make mistake one. Okay, children? All right, so this is question number 10 from last week. Sure come out for the exam. I promise you, sure come out one. All right, and many of you, I know you know already. All right, I'm just trying to, teach in a way that, some of the students never see before. All right, at least you know what we are talking about. Can? Now, question number 11. Watch this question, right? The question never say must write the reasoning. So don't have to write the reasoning. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Whatever it is, you have to write the reasoning. No matter what Angus question, you have to write the reasoning. It's an understood rule. For example, you give your answer last time. You give your answers as this. Is this correct? Your teacher marked you wrong. Why? Because you never reduce to the lowest term. But sure, the question never say. Nope. No argument. It's a default thing you should know. It's a by right thing you should know. No argument. So the same thing as for Angus. Right? The same thing for Angus. You have to write the reasoning. Let's read the question together. Triangle LMN is an isosceles triangle. LMN, this is a isosceles triangle. And the question did tell me that this is equal to this. Okay? And being an isosceles triangle, I wish draw in my nose. This is like the nose of the mouse. Can you see my mouse? The whiskers. And this is like the big ears. All right, so drawing this, right, will remind me where is the base angle of the isosceles triangle. If this is 60 degrees, the 60 is shaded black. This one is also 60 degrees. Can you see that? All right, because they are the ears of the mouse. They are the ears of the mouse. All right, the mouse have to have equal balanced ears in order to walk properly. Right, if not, the mouse will be unbalanced. Then it will be a drunken mouse. Poor thing. All right, so I will put that as 60 degrees first. I will continue to read my question. KL is parallel to NM down here. They are parallel. Oh, if they are parallel, I can see the what? I can see a Z rule down here. Right, so usually for parallel lines, I told you, right, there are 3 rules: alternate angles, corresponding angles, and interior angle. So sometimes I see all this, I get excited. I see the Z rule. Given that LMN is 60 degrees, okay. KON is 105, okay. And this one is a right angle. Right angle means it's 90 degrees. Find the value of angle Y. Oh, ho, ho! OMG, what is this? All right, isn't this a triangle? A triangle angles always add up to 180 degrees minus the 60 that is given to you, minus the other 60, right, which I written down. And the answer is a 60. What is this called? This is called angle sum of, this is called the reasoning. Angle sum of isosceles triangle. All right, or angle sum of triangle will be good enough. All right, I just want to show off to you that I can spell isosceles. And sometimes, right, they will have a B, A part 1. They will say, hey, what special triangle? What special triangle is triangle LMN? For example, they'll ask you. Right, for example, they'll ask, right, what special triangle is triangle LMN? Oh, yes, Jensen. It's an equilateral triangle. And Jensen, I saw your answer from the chat. Beautiful spelling, huh? Beautiful spelling. Your spelling is very good. Some of you don't know how to spell equilateral. Don't bluff. I know. All right. Some of you don't even know how to spell isosceles. That's the reason why I'm spelling down here, so that you can see. All right. So it's an equilateral triangle. All right. So children, when I do things, there's a purpose. Because I know that some of you don't know how to spell equilateral, don't know how to spell isosceles, better teach you how to spell. Okay? After you get the 60 degrees, you can actually put the 60 into here. Next, how do you find angle X? Oh, angle X. Angle X is down here, 180. 180 minus 60, 120. Oh my